This summer, Donald Trump and Ursula von der Leyen celebrated what they called the greatest new trade deal in history. Today, this promise feels like a mockery more than a reality. Some days after President Trump put the European digital laws on the table, threatening with imposing new tariffs against the countries that dare to regulate the digital sector. And not only that, while the White House now toys with the idea of sanctioning European officials for implementing EU laws, Brussels remains too silent. But, colleagues, silence against intimidation is not diplomacy, it's weakness. This episode is not only an attack on EU digital legislation, it is a direct challenge to our autonomy, our sovereignty, and our right to protect citizens and democracies. Let us be clear. If President Trump only understands the language of power, then Europe needs to speak it too, of course, without abandoning our principles. So we tell President MAGA and his friends Elon, Mark, also his allies in Europe, friends from this side of the chamber, Internet has no borders, but does not mean it should have no rules. And secondly, big techs are not about EU digital law, not even under the false excuse of censorship or freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, tell Jimmy Kimmel, tell professors of Harvard. So no lessons to Europe on freedom of speech. I call on the European Commission, President von der Leyen, to make it crystal clear by actions, not only words, there will be no exemptions, no backroom deals, and no compromises on EU digital laws. So far, too little, too small. So, finish, please, the ongoing investigations and the DSA against X, Meta, TikTok, and put on the table new rules to protect our minors against the social media addictions. Our citizens, but also democratic Americans, are watching us. So take actions now. Thank you.